European Union or EU supports healthcare in Pakistan in response to COVID-19. The EU has contributed 5 million euros to the United Nations Children's Fund or UNICEF to be used to provide basic healthcare services for more than 1.25 million women and children in the Sindh and Balochistan provinces of Pakistan. In particular, the funding will enable the continuation of vital basic services and infection control measures such as enhanced access to water and sanitation. Frontline health workers will receive personal protection equipment and receive training in establishing telemedicine services. In addition, efforts to hold community awareness campaigns will be expanded, and access to malnutrition treatment for severely affected children will be enhanced. The European Union is a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace recipient and a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Unconditional World Care, and True Caring laureate. Many thanks and heaven's blessings, European Union, for your generosity, and UNICEF for your constant service to global citizens in need. May the gentle Pakistani people find hope and safety in a soon-to-be better world in Allah's grace.
Researchers discover that the ice on one of Saturn's moons is being regenerated. Rosen Robidel, a research engineer from the University of Nantes in France, and co-scientists have found that Saturn's moon, Enceladus, is creating fresh ice on its surface. This was observed after reviewing close flyby images from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's, or NASA's, Cassini space probe, which concluded its mission in 2017. It was also noted that the ice was crystalline, whereas it was expected to find amorphous ice, or ice lacking a crystalline structure, which is typical in space. The space probe also revealed that geothermal heat is ejected from the south pole of the moon in the form of heated water vapor, which is how the moon's surface is constantly covered in fresh layers of ice. Thank you, Rosen Robidel and co-scientists, for your exciting findings about the nature of the surface ice on Enceladus. May your research lead to ever more knowledge of the vast universe in which we live in celestial wonder.
Sustainable Rice Label to soon be available. The Sustainable Rice Platform, or SRP, a group of over 100 different organizations from around the world, led by the International Rice Research Institute and the United Nations Environment Programme, has created the SRP Verified label to decrease the environmental impact of rice. Consumers will be able to track rice to its country of origin and choose products that are grown in a more sustainable manner. SRP will be coordinated by the German Global GAP Agricultural Standards Program. By using best rice growing practices, farmers can lower water use by 20%, decrease methane emissions by as much as 50%, and increase their incomes by up to 20%. Such earth-friendly news. Our gratitude Sustainable Rice Platform, or SRP, and all involved for your dedicated endeavor to assist the world's rice farmers to operate in eco-conscious ways. In heaven's boundless wisdom, may we find more innovations to bring about a greener future for our planet.
Scientists from Japan create major innovation in 3D hologram. A team from the Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology in Japan have developed the first true mid-air 3D hologram. The image depicted was of the Earth rotating. This feat was achieved by printing 48 image frames made of an extremely thin surface, primarily of gold, that contain tiny repeating patterns that manipulate light. The rotating Earth image was reconstructed at a rate of 30 of these frames per second while shining a helium neon laser through the gold material. These light waves were diffracted into a three-dimensional image, producing a mid-air representation of the planet. The next step is to make it full color and speed up the image printing process. So amazing, Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology scientists. Congratulations on your historic advancement. We look forward to further progress that makes the best of science fiction a reality in the brilliance of the Providence.
Courageous teenager rescues family of 4 from a burning vehicle. Justin Gavin, 18, from Waterbury, Connecticut, United States, was walking to a pharmacy when he saw a car in flames passing by as other drivers honked to signal the driver that her car was burning. Realizing the driver could not stop the car, the brave young man quickly ran after the vehicle, which eventually came to a halt. He opened the car door and pulled the mother out, and then brought the 3 small children from the back seat to safety minutes before the vehicle was overtaken by flames. The mother thanked the amazing youth for saving her family, while the police department awarded Mr. Gavin with a challenge coin to honor his courageous action. A standing ovation, and God bless you, Justin Gavin, for your bravery and quick thinking. May your heroic deed inspire more people to reach out when others are in perilous situations, in heaven's protection.
Supreme Master Ching Hai gladly present the Shining World Hero Award to Justin Gavin with all love, high praises, and best wishes. May you be forever safeguarded and blessed in God's grace.
Famous British pie company launches vegan pies. Pukka recently introduced 2 vegan pies to help meet the growing demand for plant-based food. The 57-year-old company will offer vegan minced steak and onion and vegan chicken and mushroom, with the animal-based meat replaced with a soy protein alternative. The items are now available in the major UK supermarket chain Morrison's and on the vegan aisle of Sainsbury's, with more locations to follow. A vegan trademark approved by the Vegetarian Society is displayed on the front of the packages. Fantastic news, Pukka, on your new plant-based offerings. In God's delight, may you continue to create savoury vegan products as the kind British people find solace in a diet of compassion.
Scientists highlight significance of elephant trails in conservation efforts. A study by Dr. Melissa J. Remus of Purdue University and Dr. Caroline A. Jost Robinson of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, both in the United States, emphasized that tracing multi-species interactions along trails created by forest-dwelling elephants is a more effective approach than traditional ones to conserve the pachyderms and biodiversity in the Central African Republic's Congo Basin. As engineers of the forest, African elephants move through dense vegetation to the Zanga saline, an open water source where they hydrate, bathe, and socialize. These movements create thousands of miles of trails that are vital routes used by locals, scientists, and tourists. In particular, the study focused on creating a forest conservation model that takes into consideration how the indigenous Baka community depends on the elephant highways. Many thanks, Dr. Melissa Remus and Dr. Caroline Jost Robinson, for your work to better understand our interrelatedness with fellow Earthlings. May we preserve all species that make up the planet's precious natural world in divine love.